Salve aí pessoal, como vocês estão? Tudo tranquilo? Tudo de buenas? Estamos aqui hoje para continuar nossa campanha do Call of Juares Gunslinger. Como eu tinha falado, né, eu vou ter que rejogar o capítulo 10 porque deu problema. E vamos jogar aqui o episódio 10, né, recordação 10, para a gente conseguir continuar progredindo na história e finalizá-lo.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
Episódio 7, o Wild Bunch, Juarez, 1868.
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Vai matar por um. O nada espetacular roubar o banco ao trem.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains.
Vamos lá.
Led by Butch Cassidy.
Lá atrás do
They
banco
were a
celular.
loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured
O
right.
trem, mano.
They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Nossa, deu até uma vertigem. O trem todo torto. Torto. Munição.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that ridge. What'd you say? I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them.
Nem sabe
From
porque
there, I
morreu,
had to
hein?
negotiate an even more precarious route.
Coisa do diabo.
First,
Outro.
I would need
Tá
to get
procurando
my
o que aí,
ass out
cara?
of there.
Olha o cavalinho. Não dá pra matar o cavalo. E se eu for aqui? Ah, tá. Tá se passando da história. Vamos lá? Uah!
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
Sabe, é muito
It
da
was
hora, mano.
mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Caixão fechado. Caramba, tem outro.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway.
Nossa, bem no rim,
So I
mano.
was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Ele é vagabundo.
At times, it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Nossa.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come
Pinkerton.
riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Já vai mudar a história. Ah, ó a mochilinha da Oakley, mano. Joey Leopard, Pete Heffer, Tim Keller, Sada Speed, Butch Cassidy, Kid Curry. Só os cowboys conhecidos, hein,
Help?
mano.
From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the
Quack.
wild bunch all by my lonesome. As
Tinha
usual.
ninguém.
Who the hell is that?
Só nas costas, mano.
Take cover! Retreat! Retreat!
Como manda a lei.
He's killing everybody! You calm down, let's kill us all! You ready for a belly full of bloodshot? You just brought hell.
Morreu, mano?
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they?
Nossa,
Only
metralhadorinha.
a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Que linda. Olha isso, mano. Perto de piscina. Oxe, a outra morreu durinho. Melhor parte, bala infinita. E ela não esquenta. Olha isso, cara. Vou morrer. Cadê o vagabundo? Foi tudo? Cara, você vai se esconder atrás de uma caixa, eu com a metralhadora automática, mano.
Once I silenced all those guns, I
ponto
went searching for
50.
my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nosed Curry.
Who is he?
The fastest gun in the gang.
Ixi,
Right after
mais um
Sundance, I
pistoleiro
mean.
rápido.
And Kid Curry. And maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Ixi, eu não concentrei muito, mano. O foco. Acho que eu vou errar, hein.
On that
Vai
very
não,
same day,
cara.
Butch
Tô bem
Cassidy and the
manso.
Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamp for South America.
Já era esse
Ended up living
episódio,
down there
êxito.
for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Morto com honra. Mais um episódio concluído. Vou finalizar o vídeo por aqui, beleza, pessoal? Vou deixar pro próximo episódio. Daqui pra frente é só o episódio que eu ainda não joguei. Esses últimos dois eu já tinha jogado, né? Como deu problema na gravação, eu tive que rejogar pra postar. Beleza? Espero que tenham gostado. Até o próximo vídeo. Falou, é nóis, tamo junto.